You're listening to the audio production of The Great Morning Revolution, Daily Spiritual Practices for Meaningful Moments with God, by Beth Leach. Published by Zondervan and read by Kate Marcin. To Brittany Leach Hibden, you taught me to rise. Your life was an awakening to my weary soul. Introduction. With the whirlwind and hustle of life, mornings can be full of chaos. Alarm clocks blaring, school lunches to pack, text messages pinging, coffee cups spilling, and stress ensuing. We often set our purposes to get through the day, survive our schedules, and bring order to the chaos. We want to have great mornings, but often they are a far cry from great. But what if our capacity to experience a great morning depends on our willingness to begin the day with God? The Great Morning Revolution is an invitation to begin with God. That is, to rise in the morning in the presence of God before reaching for the phone or a to-do list. Great morning is a daily practice that can transform your morning and your day. In the stillness of the early morning, when the world is still quiet, a sacred moment beckons your soul to awaken. The day is yet untouched by the noise of chaos and clamor, and the heart can commune with God in ways the rest of the day cannot offer. I vividly remember the days when the idea of waking with the sun was as foreign to me as speaking a new language. Mornings were synonymous with groans, fumbled alarm clocks, and a perpetual state of barely awake existence. The thought of intentionally rising before the world stirred seemed absurd, reserved for the saints or the superhuman, certainly not for someone like me. Yet, amid the skepticism, a subtle longing emerged, an echo that whispered, what if there's something more? The allure of the morning, with its untouched stillness and the promise of a new day, began to tug at my weary and exhausted spirit. So with hesitant steps, I dared to challenge my own preconceptions. The first morning felt like a rebellion against my nocturnal instincts. The alarm, initially a jarring interruption, became the herald of a new season of growth and transformation. Morning prayer became a gentle rebellion against the chaos of the day. In that sacred space, words of gratitude and supplication mingled with the stillness. The quietude of the morning offered a sanctuary where my thoughts could find clarity, where the clamor of the world hadn't yet infiltrated. In those quiet hours, the soul finds its rhythm, and prayer becomes more than a ritual, it becomes a conversation. My reluctance to rise early evolved into an eagerness, a longing to taste the serenity that only the morning can offer. So to those who scoff at the idea of being morning people, I extend an invitation. Embrace the challenge, not as a forced routine, but as an opportunity for communion. The dawn holds a promise of self-discovery, of spiritual awakening, and of encountering the extraordinary in the ordinary act of rising early for morning prayer. The practice of waking early to seek God's presence is woven into the fabric of God's Word, tracing its roots through the stories of prophets, kings, and ordinary individuals who found solace, guidance, and strength in the morning light. It is a practice that transcends cultural and temporal boundaries, uniting generations of believers in a shared pursuit of spiritual awakening. As we delve into the scriptures, we will uncover the significance of the morning watch, the time when the world transitions from darkness to light, and explore the transformative power of aligning our first waking thoughts with God. From the Gospels to the Psalms, from the wisdom literature to the historical narratives, the Bible resounds with the call to seek God early, to set the tone of our day with prayer, and to surrender the unfolding hours to His presence. If you're reading this book, it is possible that you believe you aren't a morning person. Don't worry, I wasn't either until a few years ago. Very few people are naturally morning people. I also would never have considered myself a runner a few years ago. I couldn't run around.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?